morning, and good morning from day 3 of my Cambrian Way journey. Leaving the town of Abergavenny, and this morning I've got to climb up to the top of Sugarloaf, down towards Forest Coal Pit, up then to Garnwen, Quarrel-y-Fan, which is the county summit of Monmouthshire, before dropping down towards Capel y Ffyn, where I'm going to put my tent down this evening. It's a warm day. I'm starting early in order to beat the heat, and just have to say that I had a lovely evening last night in Abergavenny. Stayed with my friend Ange, she's a good friend. We chewed the fat for hours. It was lovely to catch up with her. So Ange, to you, thank you so much for your company last night, and thank you for putting me up in your house last night. And yeah, it was great. But today I've got a walk to do. I'm going to enjoy the scenery of the Black Mountains. I've got 2 days to get to Cowell, and this is the first of those 2 days. Top of the Sugarloaf. Fantastic views today, and I'm looking towards the Black Mountains where I'm heading next. Just seen the forecast for tomorrow, blooming awful, so I shall review how far I go today to make it tomorrow as short as possible. Well, I'm currently sat at the Revenge Stone. Don't really know the history of this place, other than I know a murder took place here. I know it took place in either the 10th or the 11th century, and I believe it was to do with dispute over land. But my ignorance is clearly on display at the moment. Well, I'm on top of Quarrel-y-Fan, county summit of Monmouthshire. I'm sat on the eastern side of the top because I'm out of the wind. It's really blowing quite hard up there, which is keeping me cool. Got my tuna baguette from Greggs, which I bought this morning. Really good value. I had a bacon baguette there this morning, cup of coffee, and that for £6.50. Can't fault it. Anyway, sit here looking at the views east towards Gloucestershire, Herefordshire, and towards the Malverns as well. Well, that was Capel y Ffyn, which is the end of a stage on the Cambrian Way. But it's too early for me to stop today. So I'm going to push on into tomorrow's stage, which does me a favour because the weather forecast really isn't very good for tomorrow. Indeed, I am tempted to get water from the stream, filter it and take it up onto the higher tops and walk as much as I can today to reduce tomorrow's walk. But I'm minded not to do that because if this weather does come through early, the last thing I want to be doing is being stuck on top of a high ridge, packing up in driving rain. So I think I'd rather pack up where at least it's quite sheltered before braving the elements as I head up onto the ridge. It's a really straightforward walk tomorrow, so no qualms about the distance that I've got to do to get to Crickhowell, but we will see. There's lots of lovely camping spots up here. In fact, Hunt on the Hills, the guy I mentioned in my first video, the YouTuber whose video inspired me to think about doing the Cambrian Way, I know he put his tent down up here, and I know exactly where that spot was. And do you know what? I might even repeat what he did, because it's a lovely spot. So I'll just keep plodding uphill. The more I do today, the less I've got to do tomorrow. I've arrived at my camp spot, and it's as good as I remembered last time I was here. I'll give you a little tour. Here's my waterfall. I've had a full body immersion in there, feel really clean. Clean my clothes as well, which are hanging up dry at the moment. Just been having a bite to eat in the shade there. This is where my tent's going to go. The pole marks the line of the where I'm going to sleep this evening. Done the mic test. Mike will understand what that means if he listens to this video. But I know that by lying there, I'll have a comfortable night. Clothes are drying. I don't know if you can see them up there, but there's my solar charger, which is boosting my phone battery significantly well. So all is well. Well, that's it for the evening then. A lovely place. And had all my food. I've done some editing for this video. I'm going to read my book now, and then I'm going to have an early night. To get up early in the morning because of the weather that's coming through, I want to be up and out early to try and do as much of the ridge as I can before the weather hits me. I'm going to have a cup of coffee now. I've got just turned the pocket rocket on. Have a cup of coffee before I turn in. Yeah, lovely day today. Truly lovely day. And it's not often you can sit outside your tent in the British Isles because it just gets too cold and too windy. And this is one of those evenings when you can, and it's special and it's one to enjoy. So, till tomorrow, we'll do it all again. Well, good morning. I'm inside the tent having my coffee and breakfast this morning. It's a right midge fest out there. I may have to don my midge net to put the tent down. Bit of rain in the night, nothing major, and it's not raining now. So it's 10 to 6. By the time I finish this breakfast and coffee, I should be on my way in about 15 minutes. Well, we're off and running, or walking. I haven't got far to get to the top of Tumper from here, and got my coat on. But as soon as I put it on and packed up, the little drizzle that had started ended. So, in fact, there's blue sky above me. So I'm confident that the first couple of hours should be okay. Fingers crossed, famous last words and all that. But once I get up to Tumper, then I've got a lovely ridge to follow to Rostirien, and I'll have outstanding views across Powys to my right if the views are clear. And then I head towards Roundbach, where I'll be heading south then towards Crickhowell and finishing off this loop in the Black Mountains. So, let's go. Top of Tumper, and there's someone wild camping up here as well, and that's Hay Bluff beyond. Oh, Roundbach, and I'm now walking in a cloud and have been for some time. Slight drizzle, don't need to put my trousers on just yet, nothing too major. Next stop, Mynyddysiaw. I'm at the summit of Penalthmawr and I'm still in a cloud, although on my way from Mynydlysio to here the cloud did lift on the lower ground and I did have some nice views, so can't grumble. And the best thing is it still hasn't started raining, so yeah, I'm lucky. I've only got now to get from here to Pen Cerrig and then drop down to Table Mountain and into Crickhowell. So yeah, if it starts raining now, I've only got an hour or so, just over an hour to get into the town, so I'm quite pleased with how I've progressed today. Have a bite to eat now and keep plodding on. There's the wonderful Table Mountain in front of me with the town of Crickhowell to the right, which takes its name from Table Mountain. Crughuel is Table Mountain, and in English that's Crickhowell. So Crick and Crug are both words for hill fort. Crug in Welsh, Crick in English. And Hewell is a Welsh name, anglicised to Howell, hence Crickhowell. That's the end of day 4, and here I am at the riverside campsite in Crickhowell. I really rattled through the Black Mountains today. I got into the town at 12:15 because the forecast was for some pretty heavy weather coming in from 12 o'clock on. And actually, whilst it is raining on and off, I haven't had a downpour like I was expecting. Put the tent up nice and early. There's a lovely little spot where I can sit to charge my devices and sit and read. But the bonus today was Jill, my wife. She popped up to see me and we had lunch together at a cafe in Crickhowell, and she went off and I've come back down to the campsite and just got things ready for tomorrow. And the next few days on the Cambrian Way are going to be great weather. So I'm going to end the video here now and I'll create a new one starting from Crickhowell tomorrow. But as with anything, in any of my videos, if you've watched it right through, thank you very much indeed, and thanks for watching.